Here we are back on the template and we're looking at the ALA Core Competencies page. So this is the landing page. If I click on ALA Core Competencies, it'll take me to this page. Right now we have some instructions for what you're going to have on each of the ALA Core Competencies pages. Eventually you're going to want, or even in the beginning, you're going to want to have an introduction paragraph here that introduces what you could even list the 8 ALA core competencies here if you want to. Let's take a look under, there's 8 competencies, as you can see here from the subpages, and each of those 8 competencies have more depth. So there's the competencies and then there's specifics under each competency. So in this part, this is where you're going to take the assignments that you've done in your coursework and you're going to apply these competencies to them. This is going to help you become really familiar with the ALA competencies. So you're going to want to read through these competencies and you're going to want to think about, what do these competencies mean? And how does my coursework demonstrate that I understand these competencies? So if you think about if we go to our course, under ALA competencies, I say here that we have a whole module just for the ALA core competencies where you can read more about the details of those competencies. So I encourage you to be sure to do that. Let's take a look at an example. This is Lucy Perrin's ePortfolio. Look at this amazing picture she has on her cover. This is beautiful. I'm not sure where this is, but it looks like she was there with a group of students. I think this, well, of course this is in Europe somewhere, but stunning, gorgeous. And let's look at her ALA competency number 1. Now there are 8 competencies, and eventually you're going to need to have 2 examples of 2 assignments for each competency. Not only do you need to have the assignments, and you can see she has the course where she did the assignment, when she completed it, and a description what the assignment is, but she also is going to include a copy of the assignment, which is at this link, and she's going to describe exactly how this assignment meets the competency. How does it meet ALA Competency 1, Foundations of the Profession? Let's take a look at some of what she wrote here. The paper I wrote, Information Literacy and Information Professionals under the new ACRL framework, explores a trend of significance to the library profession, the changing role of today's academic librarian in promoting information literacy. Given the new framework developed by the Association of College and Research Libraries, authority is constructed and contextual. Librarians are rethinking their existing instructional format and their roles within it as they help students learn to evaluate the authority of their sources. And then she's going to go on. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically she's saying, let's look at this very last sentence. This assignment gave me the opportunity to explore the foundational principles of the library profession and to apply its ethics and values to my topic, which meets ALA Core Competency number 1. She did a really outstanding job describing in this paragraph exactly what this assignment entails and how it meets the Core Competency 1. Now you may say, well, it would be nice if the professors would tell us all of the assignments and how they meet the competencies. The reason we're not doing that is because we want you to decide how. If we tell you, you're not going to learn as much as if you figure it out on your own. So for each of these ALA competencies, we want you to become really familiar with them as you go through your program. So think about, what do these competencies say? What I recommend is, after every semester, think back on your assignments. Read the competencies and read the details of the competencies in that module. There's that ALA module that's within our community of information professionals. So think about, well, you know what? This one assignment I had was about I incorporated some technological skills. In fact, I made a book trailer. It was really cool. In one of my classes, I require students to make a book trailer. If you're really proud of that book trailer, that would be a great thing to embed in your ePortfolio. That would show some technological skill. And then you could talk in your paragraph about exactly what you learned. Maybe you learned to use a brand new program. Maybe you learned to use iMovie or Animoto or some other web or some other video editing program. So that could easily fit under ALA Competency 4. By the end of the program, by the time that you graduate, before this goes up to your final review by your professors, you're going to need to have 2 examples under each of these ALA competencies, so 2 assignments. So every semester, you're going to want to add at least 2 assignments under these ALA competencies, or maybe 3 or 4. You don't have to wait till you just take your core classes. Although all of these are covered in your core classes, most of your other classes are going to cover these ALA competencies as well. Now, I have been asked, can you use 1 assignment to meet 2 competencies? Yes, you can. I recommend that you not use more than 1 assignment to meet 2 competencies, but that is possible. Sometimes you're going to have assignments that will meet multiple competencies. So yes, you can use 1 assignment to meet up to 2 competencies, but I don't recommend that you use 1 assignment to meet more than 2 competencies. And that is a look at the ALA competencies.